One of the most beautiful things a man could do is cry in front of his lady. Cry with his lady. And there's a lot of men, they can't do that. Different reasons. Some men are just very hard for the pride. They think crying is weakness. Although Jesus wept, and no one's stronger than Jesus. Some men just have not have that kind of woman that they feel comfortable enough to release tears. And maybe sometimes some men, they feel like, man, they feel those emotions come up and they feel this defense trying to just keep those tears within, because they don't want to feel vulnerable. They don't want to have their woman see that side of them. But man, it's so therapeutic. It's so releasing. It's like a soul release when you cry. And I cry typically whether next to my wife or by myself praising God. It was beautiful. Earlier I was praying on my wife, and then the tears just started to flow. Then I just picked up a Bible, we read it together. I read it, my wife listened, and just played a gospel song together, and we just still flowing, tears flowing, and then he started to cry too. Beautiful thing. And a lot of couples don't have that. There's a lot of men that like to be all full of themselves, say, oh, I got me a lady, I got me a baddie, I got me this, I got me that. Whether they say they have a woman or a banging wife or got a whole bunch of girls. Oh my gosh, I have all this sex, da da da. And you think you a man because you got all these bodies. Yet a woman that can truly get past that the deeper part of you, get to that deep part of you. That all the success and the money and the tattoos and the smoking and drinking, try to cover all that up. All that. But the girl, you should have not found the right girl that even a lot of guys don't feel comfortable with to even get to that point. And a big reason because they continue to choose the wrong woman. They get going to the same places, same kind of woman, different name, but similar characters. And I wonder why a lot of men are just frankly suicidal, and a lot of men are just truly hurting on the inside, although they pretend that they're not, because they have not come across that particular person, that woman that they can feel safe to release to, vent to. You don't feel ashamed. You don't feel ashamed to cry. You don't feel it, because and this is a woman that will protect your feelings, won't use that and manipulate you and turn it back on you and look down on you. Will actually respects you for crying, for showing that raw emotion. And this man that tough, that act all tough, and maybe they grew up with a father and mother that said, don't cry, you a baby, grow up, man up. So because they were taught that, and many people today are still taught that from their friends, the culture, the music, tough up, don't cry, they don't do it. Yet they're struggling on the inside. They're hurting on the inside. So who are you gonna believe? The lies of culture? You gonna follow these rappers that are dying early, the people having relationship problems, these celebrities, your friends, who don't want to cry in front of their partner? Who are you gonna follow? Who's your example? People who are losing in their relationships, or the one that is a master of relationships? Jesus, who definitely cried. It's beautiful when you can find someone that you connect with, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually, to even be able to get to that point when you can do that. Because, man, people can be exposed to the lies that, oh, real intimacy, raw intimacy is the best. Oh, we kiss good. We got sex is great. We make great money. We have this to get house, car. But you're not still vulnerable with each other yet. Your relationship has yet to get to that next level, that true the high level, without that raw emotional intimacy. That's it. And it will be even greater if y'all can get to that. If you find that person, or the person that you're with, if y'all get to that point, y'all can truly cry around each other, be raw with each other. Because many people, y'all just focus on being physically raw with sex, but emotionally raw, spiritually raw, wow. You're not concerned about how the person's gonna see you with your tears all over your face, right? And yeah, this is a safe person that can see me looking a mess, all these tears. Yeah. So it's beautiful. I have a beautiful thing with my wife, and I thank God. I thank God, because, you know, I told God I'm not looking for a woman to just sleep with, be with, have babies with, make money with, and have a house with, and all that is beautiful. You have a family together, beautiful. Car, house, kids. Do evangelism together, beautiful. You work for the Lord together, beautiful. You have some sort of business together, beautiful. But how many men are having that lady that they can truly be raw with, open with, not afraid or ashamed to shed tears with? Many don't. You're missing out on something that would truly bring your relationship to the next level, and bring to truly a beautiful place. So I pray for those who are single, who are looking for someone, that will be a core criteria for you, looking for someone that's someone that I connect with on a deeper level, beyond material things and physical facades and all these things, but something that's way deeper. So it's beautiful. All right, y'all. I pray that you get beautiful. If you want to have a beautiful relationship, marriage, you get beautiful. I'm not talking about the outside, although that's fine. I'm talking about the inside. Because frankly, many people are looking ugly. Inwardly ugly. Mouth ugly. What you speak ugly. What you think ugly. What you act ugly. Gossipy ways, vengeful ways, easy to criticize, ugly. Oh, you know you. You know how you are. We all need things. We all need to be beautified in some way in our life. You know, and a lot of us have ugly parts because we got it from our parents, genetics. A lot of us, we just cultivated it. You know, we picked up on things, you know, from school, from society. We picked up on things, and that ugly part of us began to come out. Maybe some of you have been through really hard times, trauma, hurt, pain. So this ugly part of you is out there because it's a manifestation of the hurt that you experienced from somewhere in your life. But that hurt, that ugliness that you refuse to let go of, is keeping you from being the right person, to truly be able to discern the right person and choose the right person and have a beautiful, wholesome relationship. All right, y'all. So, and nobody beautifies like the Lord. Nobody beautifies like the Lord. And I pray you allow Him to beautify your soul like nothing else can. All right, y'all. Love y'all. God bless you.